Let me see. Bam, we're live. Let me see. Ben, thank you. A little premature. That's what your mom said. Keep up the good work. I am trying to get, if I can get Casey Akery. He's the guy who's in first place in the adaptive division. That was killer yesterday. We met him because Souza and Hiller were outside. Oh, look, there he is. Holy shit. Look it. There he is. Hey, these individual athletes would never do this. Pussies.
Yeah.
He's 1 hour away from going live. He's in first place. Casey Akery. What a stud, dude.
Thanks, man.
You don't go on for an hour and you're already warming up?
I'm just doing like a nice little 20, 25 minute bike ride just to get my blood flowing a little bit. Can you hear me?
Where did Sevan? Yeah, Sevan. Something happened where he jumped off. You got anything to tell us about the event today? Your first event of the day?
First one is like our variation of the Elizabeth.
Yep.
So we will have dumbbell squat cleans and overhead walking lunge.
Gotcha.
So it's just going to be like smashing legs.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard for the upper extremity division. We just do a lot of squatting.
What's your weight on the dumbbell?
Just 50. So it's going to be
nasty.
Like balls to the wall pretty much.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
sorry.
That's okay.
Casey, this is where we met you yesterday. I know I'm already past my 60-second limit that you offered us. Where did we meet you at? Is that the spot where you guys enter and exit every day?
Yeah, that's the expo hall. That's like the entrance and exit to the athlete area.
And how many events have you guys done?
We did 3 yesterday.
And when you got there, did you expect to be in first place in what could be considered one of the hardest competitions in the world? It probably is.
Yeah, I mean I won last year and performed well, so it's generally my personal expectation to win as many of the events as possible.
Which arm is missing? Am I supposed to say it a certain way? I know I don't want to get canceled again.
I don't care.
Oh, okay, good.
You're not going to offend me.
Which arm do you own? Still possess?
I own my right arm. I do not have my left arm.
But in the other dudes, every dude in your class is missing an arm or a hand.
Capacity, yeah. One of the athletes he has a condition called Erb's palsy, which is basically like nerve damage in his shoulder, which inhibits some of the function of his arm. So he's still technically considered upper extremity because it's just the one limb that's affected by the neurological injury.
Have you guys ever done a hold? Like, would they give the dudes with one arms like, hey, here's a Husafel bag, and just stand around and make memes about you guys?
We are doing a workout with the Husafel carry. We've done sandbag workouts before. We did yesterday. One of the parts of one of our workouts was just a max time single hang on the pull-up bar.
No shit. Like this?
Yes.
How long did you get?
I got 1:16. It was
savage, dude.
5-minute concept 2 bike for calories, right into a 3-minute segment to establish the longest single arm hang, right into a 3-minute segment to hit a front squat 1 rep max.
You're a beast. Hey, I'm going to send you links throughout the week. Thanks for the insight. I'm so stoked we got to meet you yesterday and got to connect. And thanks for doing this. It's people like you who make this show, dude.
For sure, man. I appreciate it, guys.
Yep. See you, Casey.
Yep. Good luck. Kick ass.
Thanks. Bye.
This guy, Philip, goes, is Taylor sitting on the other side of Sevan's room? Hey, so we got to drop. Somebody sent me a picture of the event after the Capitol is posted on the website. I'm not sure if they've announced it yet.
Okay. Let's do it.
Just a screenshot. Let me send this to the group.
If it's out there, we'll also pull it up. If someone has posted it, that guy sees everything. Let's check in with Souza real quick while you get that organized.
Yep.
Matthew, it is 8:04 a.m. in Madison. Are you inside the venue yet, or are you just outside just checking out the scene?
Yeah, I'm just inside. You guys are just watching the entrance here as like the first spectators are getting here now, but it's already filling up for the day, which is crazy.
Okay, can you
packed.
orientate us? Is that door that's open
Yeah.
right there? That's the beer garden.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this right here is the entrance. So what you're seeing is right here is as people come in, they walk. This building, as you just said, this is the beer garden right here.
Okay.
And then this is as you come back towards the Coliseum. And then this is
sorry, the Coliseum. That's where the nighttime stuff is. That's the place that's crazy loud.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it right there. You could just see the edge of it. It seems much further away in this shot, but it's actually not. It's much closer.
Okay.
And then what you guys are looking at here, and I don't know, maybe we should go inside here and check one of this out sometime this weekend. But this is the CrossFit affiliate. So they're actually running classes and best practices. And right above where it says,
hey,
4G
dude,
Elite
that looks
Fitness,
sick.
it's really cool on the inside.
As much as I hate to say it, that looks really, really sick.
I've actually been talking to a couple affiliate owners, some people that are friends of the show and everything else, and they said that this place is awesome. Above where it says 4G Elite Fitness, that's actually a lounge. That's the place that's restricted for just L1s, affiliate owners, L2, L3, L4.
Oh shit! Is that where they had the fucking bowls of Chex Mix last year? You remember that?
Hey, I'm going to
Yeah.
give him a huge pass. I want to point out a couple of things here. So that building right there, I'm assuming that's Gary Gaines that runs the affiliate team, right? That's the big dog.
Yes, he's
Okay.
been hanging out inside there.
Okay, that dude, he's a beast. Look what he's done here. He's recreated an affiliate on the property. I can't believe no one ever thought of that when I was there. That's fucking brilliant. But on top of that, look what he has, Forging Elite Fitness. Don't forget, people, 2 years ago, that was like some white supremacy shit. That was some woke fucking insanity. Like they were trying to get rid of Forging Elite Fitness. Like we should feel bad for wanting to be the healthiest, fittest people on the planet. Like there's some guilt or some racism involved. And now it's like, hey, it's fucking bullshit. Hey man, this program was adopted by people. Doesn't matter what the fuck. You could be a fucking pygmy Jamaican midget. But this program was developed if you believed your health and fitness were tantamount to having the best and longest life you could. And that's why it was adopted by special forces, military, first responders, all those people, because those people know. Or an elementary school teacher in Oakland, California. Sorry, go ahead.
I said there's Bosman with his bike. He just came by.
Oh, awesome. So it's kind of, I don't know why I'm proud, but what a great moment for CrossFit to bring that back, and I fucking toast Gary Gaines with some Paper Street coffee.
Yeah, not only bring it back, but this is the first thing you see when you walk in. It's massive, and you cannot miss it right when you walk in the door. Sorry, Taylor, go ahead.
I love it.
No, I was gonna say, for people who didn't get to watch last night, I saw in the comments I didn't watch that you spoke with Boz again last night live.
Yeah.
What did you say to him about the broadcast? I'm very curious about that.
He asked, hey, how was the event? And I said, hey, the fourth heat was fucking amazing. We got the drone up. We got the scoreboards working. I said, but man, the first three were tough. The first one was really tough. We didn't know what the fuck the event was really. It wasn't explained to us well. We didn't see the score. We were zoomed in on people. He got it. I could tell he was disappointed. I mean, here's the thing, dude. It's like taking someone. It's Boz's painting, and it's someone else's job to show it to us, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of fucked that up for him yesterday.
I'm sure they'll get an earful.
Yeah. Not yet though. Right? Because he's probably too busy.
He's probably too busy, but I'm sure a lot of people have given that team an earful already. At least I would hope so.
And it's hard to tell. So there's different people, right? There's a company that's in charge of the scoring. There's a company that's in charge of the broadcast, and there's a company that's in charge, CrossFit Inc., in charge of actually putting on the event. And so, but Adrian didn't blame anyone. He had the buck stop with him. It was cool. It was a great call last night. And he did it in front of the Capitol building. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? There were two guys I used to work with who were in front of the Capitol building when he did it. It was late. And it was Leif Edmondson, who's probably one of the biggest if you ever think you know a lot about CrossFit and you're an insider, but you don't know about Leif Edmondson, then you're not. That's that gatekeeper for fucking 15 years of everything that the whole entire world saw. So I may have been in charge of everything that was forward facing to the world, to the media department, but no one ever saw it until it passed through this guy, Leif. He was super duper. everyone respected the shit out of him because he guarded everything that went out to make sure it stayed true to what CrossFit is. And then next to him was the guy who we got from the UFC, who was their head art director, who we had come over to CrossFit, Eric Diaz. He's got a big, crazy mustache. And it was just cool seeing that those guys at 11 o'clock at night are still working. And that was actually the first time I ever wished I was there. When I saw them, I was like, oh, fuck, I wish I was there with those guys at 11 o'clock working.
Has anybody brought up or mentioned like broadcast graphics the way NASCAR or the NFL does them and why we don't as a sport do them? Like I was thinking when they were running.
You mean like on the field?
Yeah, like when they're on the field, to me, when they were running, it would be, I don't know how easy it would be, but it would make sense that you had a little icon, like a little yellow icon labeling Tia in the run in first or Haley in first, and then the next person second.
I'll tell you exactly why. And this is absolutely no hyperbole.
Mm-hmm.
The sticker on the number 7 car that's this big that says Pennzoil on it.
Yeah.
Cost Pennzoil more money to put on that car than the entire event cost here. This is an expensive event. Don't get me wrong. This is probably, depending on how they cook the books, this is between $10 and $30 million and a massive financial drain on CrossFit Inc. But one fucking car of the 50,000 race cars out there, the team in the car costs more. It's just a financial thing completely.
So we don't have the budget for it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they sell more, they sell more fucking air pumps to pump up the footballs in the NFL, just if you know what I mean, than the money of all of CrossFit Inc. I mean, it's just, this is a different beast. Totally different beast. But I mean, but they pull it off. It still looks fucking massive, right?
Yeah, it does. You just wish someone in the comments said the broadcast is holding the sport back, and I just have a hard time disagreeing with that. Yeah, at least it's holding outside interest in terms of watching it on TV back. It's just so hard to follow. You're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, and that was true for that event, Heat 1. Especially if you're someone who's never seen CrossFit. You know what I mean? You watch NASCAR and you're like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got it. Yeah. They're going around in circles. Yeah. It's insanity that you guys aren't in charge of all media coverage for CrossFit. Keep up the amazing work, guys. Here's some shaving cream money to keep Taylor's head shiny. Thank you, Aaron. Sheeble, $10. The thing is what we're doing. I appreciate it. We are doing something completely that's a complete different beast. Our shit can be loose and squirrely. They have to do some really some stuff that's really pointed that they cannot mess up. If we mess up, you guys love it. You're sympathetic to us. Let's see if we. Oh shit, my thing disconnected. If we messed up and we were hired by CrossFit, you guys would fucking hate us. Yeah, exactly. If we were doing this shit and you were trying to watch the event. Hold on, Hunter. Hold on. Oh, I lost him. My phone's down. I disagree. I don't think Rich Froning would be winning the event. He wouldn't have won the bike. I don't think he would have won the run, shuttle to overhead. He may have won Elizabeth. And what was the other one? He would not have. Hunter, hi, you're live on the air. Sorry, 1 second, Taylor. How can I help you? Are you in Europe?
I'm in Europe right now, dude. I'm driving across. It's alive.
I can barely hear you. But we're getting ready. You're live. We're doing the pregame show for day 3 of the CrossFit Games.
Dude, I can't find out anything about the CrossFit Games. That's why I fucking called you. CrossFit's doing such a shit job on distributing information of what's going on.
Tune into the Sevan Podcast and you'll know everything.
That's why I called you, dude. I got the source on speed dial.
Yeah.
And then Morning Chalk Up with misinformation is just manipulating the market right now. I'm confused.
I'm manipulating the market by having someone with your star power on randomly.
Well, I don't want to infect your guys' show. I hope you guys have fun.
Okay, I just want to let you know, go Ricky. Get your Ricky Garrard shirt now. He is in first place. Don't say anything mean, Hunter.
Yeah.
I love you. Bye.
Get your Ricky Garrard shirt now. He is in first place. Don't say anything, Hunter.
I had to hang up on that, dude. Rich Froning would be winning this. So,
he would not have won the bike. He would not have won speed skill medley. He would not have won shuttle to overhead. He potentially would have won Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, you don't think he would have done him? He'd be amazing at the. He'd be amazing at the Shuttle run, wouldn't he have been?
No, he would have been good at the overhead, but it was 2 scores. The run played a huge part, and he wouldn't have been. I don't think he would have been top half in the run.
Caller, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So just hearing you guys out talk about the commentary and how a lot of people get lost. I've been following your podcast since you started, Sevan, and I really, really like it. With that in mind, keeping up with the UFC, kind of how Joe Rogan explains everything in regards to what's going on in a fight. I feel like an expert of that caliber in CrossFit is what's needed. I think that's what's missing. What do you guys think?
I think
you don't think that Taylor and you mean on this show or just in the sport in general?
If you guys were part of that broadcast team, I think you guys would make a big difference. Following along with the way you guys are explaining the events, what's going on, it makes it enjoyable.
Yeah.
But listening to the broadcast team on the CrossFit feed, for example, during the cycle part of it, the first event, it was very, very difficult to keep up with them. A lot of the times it didn't quite make sense what they were explaining, but especially for people that have no clue what CrossFit is, I can totally see how it can be difficult.
I agree with you, and the truth is too is I'm not even sure how bad it is because I'm so close to it, so it made complete sense to me. So I have to pretend like I don't know, and then I'm like, wait a second, no one would be able to follow this. But even without the scores, let's say even if you don't know shit and you don't know what's going on, at least if there's scores, you can start contextualizing it and put it in and start like figuring out, okay, they gave a time for this, okay, they're giving a number for this, and so without the scores, and it would have even been better, easy to be critical now, if Sean and Chase would have said, hey, sorry, the scores are down right now. Instead of just saying nothing, because you're just watching it and you start to feel like, at least insecure little Armenian men like me, I start to feel like I'm the idiot, right? Well, I start to own it, and it shouldn't be like that. Caller, I want to talk about some of these workouts, and we don't have a lot of time. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Sevan.
Yeah, have a good day. Bye-bye. Go ahead, Taylor.
I just want to mention that I think Chase is doing an awesome job on the broadcast.
Me too.
I think the trouble is
they both are.
They both are, but I think Chase has a little more of that sport and expertise in terms of being able to dissect a workout and what's going on and explain it. And I'm not sure that he has another person that can give different perspectives to push the conversation in that area forward. I think he's the one driving it, and you need more than one person driving it.
Right. Yeah. I let me tell you something though, and I think Taylor agrees with me. I would give them a 10 out of 10. They're fucking killing it. So are we saying Ricky and T are winning? They won 2A and 2B as a whole, I believe. I have no idea. Thank you, David. We'll get to the scoreboard in a second. Jody Lynn, a little more misogyny, please. No problem. Absolutely killing it, all of you. I think in this day and age, all I have to do is say that I'll find a woman and say that she's beautiful, and I think that makes me a misogynist. Tyler, $100, dude. My God, thank you. Hunter Mack would destroy the Capitol workout. Taylor, do you agree?
I think he would. Yeah, I mean, there's so much running, but you also have to take I don't think he would be bad at the pig. He's a strong guy. He just is challenged on some barbell movements, so I think he would do really well on that workout, and he probably would crush the field with that much running. It's a lot. He'd probably have enough of a lead to just carry away with it with the jerry cans and the sandbag.
I am Hop. Susan Hiller were rock stars yesterday, no doubt. That might have been your best podcast ever. Not even close, but thank you. For $20, you can say whatever you want. John George, $9.99. Sevan, if the new CEO offered your job back, would you take it? If they back paid me.
I had a dream that you took it.
They'd have to fucking back pay me. I need probably like $1.5 million in back pay, and then I need a fucking huge amount of like, no, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm loving this, John.
I had a dream
I just rolled out of fucking bed, fucking kissed my kids, fucking I'm 2 minutes late. Taylor's in here waiting for me. I think I'm the king. Fucking, I don't know, man.
I had a dream that they sent you $100,000 in like video equipment, and I don't know why there was that number. And then you were like, man, I should take my job back. That was my dream last night.
I will tell you this: they could pay me money so that I would talk less shit. I'm a total whore. I wouldn't lie, but I would talk less shit. Like if they were like, "Hey, Sevan, we want to own those affiliate interviews. We'll pay you $1,000 for each of them." I'd fucking shove them all over to theirs. They could have them. I would do them for them. I need that money for to put my kids through fucking skateboarding camp and shit, so I can live fucking like a king. But no, I'm having so much fun with you guys. I cannot believe what Hiller and Souza did yesterday. Go ahead. And when people like Taylor come on, this dude, once again, guys, I'm like, hey, I sent him 4 shows we're doing. It was probably midnight his time, and he immediately texted me back, I'm fucking on fire. Let's rock. He ain't making no money on this. Okay, go ahead.
So
no, Sevan wants shut up money. Yes, I want shut up money. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were saying something else. Go ahead.
When you talked to Boz yesterday, did you ask him if that shuttle to overhead event was his predictor? No,
I did not.
Okay,
sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's why you're better than me. Sorry.
Well, I think Sean Woodland was incorrect. When you guys were talking about it yesterday, I think that was Sean's prediction. I don't believe that Boz would reveal that before the rest of the events have been announced. And I don't think
he would either.
No,
but maybe didn't. Sean let it slip, dude.
But he didn't even tell, because I remember when he was interviewing, or Chase was interviewing, he said, I would let you know, I want you to guess after all 13 events are announced, and then we'll talk about it after the games. I don't think he would tell Sean that and not tell Chase that off air, if that makes sense. So I don't think the shuttle to overhead is the predictor, but I could be wrong. I might have not complete information, whatever.
Wow.
I think this next workout to be announced is a much better predictor, potentially.
Me too. Blake Ballinger, you look like $1 million, by the way. You look like $1.5 million. Thanks for the money, dude. Can you pull up the workout again?
It is fucking sick.
This is, tell me what we're looking at.
We're looking at individual event number 6, and we are looking at the event that's going to use those logs that we saw during the demo setup 2 days ago or early yesterday. I can't remember. They looked like the over-under logs from the Rogue Invitational, but much higher. And on here, it's saying they are a 50-inch height. What we have to remember is this is 3 rounds, and we have 3 different box variations. We've got a 50-inch log that they're going to have to get over, potentially a 42-inch box, like a Black Rogue Games box, the soft boxes. And then it looks like they're going to be jumping over the pig. So potentially a raid on the field. You're going to have round 1, 12 muscle ups, advance to the log, or advance to the easiest jump. And you do your 25 jump overs, 30 GHD sit-ups. Round 2, back to the rings, either a harder or an easier. I see the workout going pig, box, then log. I could see him getting harder as the workout went.
Why do you keep saying pig? I'm not seeing
you see here where it says men, 50-inch log, 42-inch box, 20-inch pig. And that is how tall the pig is when it's flat on the belly. So I think they're going to be jumping over that. They're going to have 3 different apparatuses.
I see.
To clear.
Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Got it. Yep. Got it. So at each station they jump over some. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to say, and this is the event that happens today at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking
That's why
awesome.
We give a shit. Okay.
And I think it's way more of a jump over and lunge workout than a muscle up and a GHD workout. Those variations are so hard and are going to challenge so many people. 25 reps at 50 inches, even if you can use your hands, you're clearing a fence that's collarbone height 25 times. That's going to be way harder on these athletes at this level, especially in the men's side, than 12 muscle ups.
But let's take a pause to study this from Trish. I had a 15-inch log after a wicked dope bender. I'm trying to understand. I really like the comment. You've made my day. It's never going to get better than this. It's only 6:24 a.m. But this is amazing.
Her photo icon and that comment do not go together.
Yeah, I don't want to think about someone named Trish with like an 80s haircut taking a 15-inch log.
Oh, that's not how I was taking it. Okay, so it is. You think she dropped a giant deuce?
Yeah, you're thinking she's taking a log.
I thought like she just went to a rave and met just a fucking dude with a fucking just a fucking giant tube steak and just went home with them and took a fucking
Tube steak.
Okay. Well, either way, I mean, that's impressive. When I was in college and I used to eat like burritos at Freebirds, I don't know if you guys know that joint. And you shove down a fucking burrito that could feed 4 people in the morning. I would take those giant shits where like as the top portion's like out of the toilet. You know what I mean? Like the tip of it's in the hole and the top part's like leaning up on the bowl. It's like, how? Okay. Enough of that nonsense. DS, $20. Tremendous work, team. I'm going to need a bigger piggy bank. Thank you. Dallas Cannon, speaking of tube steaks, Dallas Cannon, love all you're doing, Sevan. You're the best, brother. Thank you. I like it when people call me brother. So, Taylor, that log is probably only this wide, right? It's like probably 10 inches.
It's probably a 12-inch diameter. I would think it's like a telephone pole.
Okay, and then the box is might be 30 inches in diameter.
Those boxes,
or not diameter, but the width.
Those boxes, I believe, have a 24-inch depth in terms of when you're jumping over it.
Okay,
it's 42 inches high, but it's 24 inches long.
And the pig might be 36 inches.
No, the pig as well, I believe, is close to a 24 or a 30-inch depth. Why?
Oh, I wonder why they're unless they're going to make you jump over it the long way.
They wouldn't make you clear it the long way. I could see them doing 25 clear overs with the pig, meaning your feet can't touch the top.
Yeah.
So this is how I think it's going to go. I think the log, they're going to be able to use their hands. The 42-inch box is going to be no hands, but the feet can touch the top. And then the pig is going to be a clear all the way over. No hands, no feet touch.
No shit. You think that they're gonna brief that?
Absolutely. That's it. Fuck me, dude. That's easier on the athletes than counting 5 fucking laps by themselves.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue whether whose responsibility it is. I'll let the fucking people in the YouTube comments do that. I will tell you this: that is not fucking easy
to count laps.
I don't think so.
Well, but like you said, if you're when you were talking about this during the show and I wasn't on, I agree with you. When you lose count in a workout, you don't short yourself. You always do an extra.
Yeah.
And they'll fix it. And I think Sungyoung Choi did an extra lap and they ended up fixing it. So the people that, well, I mean,
what a beast, dude. Hey, what a beast. That's not it's cool. It's almost as funny though as like when like you watch videos and the kids shooting the ball in the wrong basket.
We're sprinting with the soccer ball down to the other end of the field and fucking pinging his own goalie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's go to the leaderboard. We're going to spend 5 minutes over there congratulating people and crying for people. And then we're going to go over and we'll go back and review the event that's about to start. The women, Taylor, what first of all, what should we know about the leaderboard after day 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 points?
It's shaken out pretty. One, Tia made a huge jump, but that's not that's not crazy going from 9th to 3rd or 8th to 3rd in an event, especially when there's only 400 points on the board or 500 points on the board. And I just think she's going to continue to close the gap, unfortunately for the other competitors, and potentially by the weekend's end, will probably finish with an event in her lead, meaning she could probably sit an event out and still win.
Is this do you think that well, I know up till now, only after a day of programming, you can say that the leaderboard looks this way primarily because of the programming. Or at least 50% do the programming. You could be like, that's why Emma Lawson's, let's say, for example, at the top.
It's not why Ricky's at the top. You could argue that for the women's field because Tia took such a hit on speed skill medley.
Right.
She took
that was the one where that was just the jump rope, single
jump rope,
unders.
Yeah.
She had to start over. Okay.
She took such a
and there were cuts in that workout.
She fucked up. She had a mistake, and it issue was it was at a critical event. Well, critical to this point. Going forward, she's probably going to win this next event. With muscle ups, she's going to do those unbroken, and a lot of the women won't be able to.
Not the next event. You're talking about event 6, not 5.
Sorry. Well, she probably will win the capital as well.
Okay.
I think she'll probably come out today with 2 event wins potentially because of the weight on the capital. Haley's a better runner, but the bear hug carry and the jerry cans are going to favor Tia, and so will the pig.
Hiller's boy shorts. I just want to be clear. Danielle is built like a Greek goddess. But I mean, you see what you want to see, but I'll see it the way I want to see it. And the other thing is, not only is Emma Lawson in second, which I mean, she's great. It's not a dig at her, but let's look where Laura Horvat and Gabby McGawa is. This can't be right.
They don't
Speaking
have
of gods, the gods have to fix this, right? Laura Horvat, Cara Saunders, and can't be down here, right?
No, I think unfortunately where they are in this competition is a good representation of where their holes are in their fitness. So
Okay.
both Gabby and Laura have issues in the gymnastics realm, and Cara has not so good of a running history. And that's where she took the hit on the shuttle run workout. And I think the way that the games have been programmed to this point, and we'll see this at the end of the weekend, is that all 10 general physical skills are favored fairly evenly. And I don't think that has been the case necessarily in the past, but I really love how accuracy, agility, balance, and coordination have come into play in these first 5 events.
Sevi, wouldn't it be great if you could have a sponsor to pay these guys? Imagine if you could make enough money for Taylor, JR, etc. Would it not be worth being less aggressive and expressing your opinion? You don't get to use an X when you say dumb shit like that. It's like one of the best letters in the alphabet. You just get to say expressing.
Espresso.
Wouldn't it be? Let me say what Anna's saying. Sevan, don't you think you should run over and suck the corporate cock and tell people how it's so important to lie?
I was gonna say,
Anna, I bet you wait 45 fucking minutes after you eat before you go swimming. Huh. I bet you're afraid to walk barefoot in public. Shut the fuck up. No.
I think
I'm just joking, by the way, Anna. I appreciate the question because it lets me do my shtick. But no, what you're saying is just batshit insanity. It's not your fault. It's a fair question. But the energy that we have for this is only because we're allowed to keep it real. No, what you are seeing is only because the floodgates are open because we're being real. You cannot do what we're doing at this level with any anything holding you back, and no one wants to watch that. There's tons of that already. I don't give a fuck about the money. Someone is going to figure out how to use us, or they're not, and we're going to go away. And if someone else wants to
this ain't going
for lack
away.
of a better word, sell out, go ahead. There's plenty of it. But no,
but me and JR,
we're winning. You don't realize that we're winning.
For anyone listening, me and JR are going to be looking for a sponsor for our programming show with Sevan.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Hit us up.
Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. And let me tell you the truth, Anna. When this show slams, let me tell you how much money Noble lost by not sponsoring this show. Let me tell you how many more assault bikes Assault sold than Echo because Rogue doesn't want to come near us. If you have a brand value that wants to have honesty and integrity, this is the show. And what you're saying is wrong. You're dancing around words. You're just saying, Sevan, can't you lie and be less honest? No, I cannot. I refuse. I was already canceled. Don't forget what David Catron's daughter did. I was telling fucking women everywhere around the world that fucking birth control mixed with elite athleticism is not the way to go, and I was fucking canceled for that. Fuck you guys if you can't fucking jump on that bandwagon. I ain't selling out ever. Might get juiced up though at California Hormones. Sarah, thank you. Okay, where were we before I got all fucking wound up? Let's look at the men now. We have a similar situation going on with the men. And Anna, just so you know, I'm not in the slightest upset at you. It's just part of my. I need comments like that to remind me of what's going on. But I never walk off this show and wish I had more money. I always walk off the show and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm so fucking thankful that I know a crew of people who want to fucking rock like this, who want to play the music we want to play. Okay, can we look at the dudes, Mr. Brandstetter? It warms my heart to see him up there. What do you think, Taylor?
Yeah, when he made that mention about 4 or 5 years of energy just expressing itself in the last few events, I mean, I can imagine. I'm sure a lot of people can't, but he's probably got a lot of pent up energy and emotion running through him this weekend. And unfortunately for Justin, I think events 6 and 7 or 5 and 6 are going to be another couple of great events for Ricky. Potentially better for Ricky than for Justin. We'll see.
What do you think about Roman not having his flag up there? I don't know what to think of it. People ask me, but
on the leaderboard, it's not up there, but on his shirt, it does say Russian Federation. So I just think this is another technical, fucking overlook from CrossFit. Not that it's a big deal, but when
no, I think they're doing it on purpose, right? Because of the war and stuff. It's
they
some
did
sort
that
of like social justice shit.
They did that when Russia invaded Ukraine, but I just think they haven't gone back and fixed it online because on his shirt it says Russian Federation and he's got a flag on his shirt. So if he can wear it there, why can't it be on the website? I think they just overlooked it. Oh, they took it off the shirt. Wow, really? That's what someone in the comments is saying, Mike Halpin.
It's just weird because it draws more attention to it. I'm not like I would never even look at his flag, but
yeah, is he from Antarctica?
Yeah, right. So these people here, what's it say about Vellner that he's in the top 5 still, whereas we see people in the women's division who are great, like Laura and Gabby, who weren't able to hang?
It's tough for Pat because you just look at. You want to use the word mistake, but you don't know. And it'd be awesome to get him on and talk to him about that shuttle run workout because I disagreed wholeheartedly with John Young about Vellner's ability to recover and the intensity and speed at which he did that workout. And if you go back and you look at the leaderboard of Elizabeth, half the fucking field got capped. So half the field didn't do all of the reps that he did at the speed, at the intensity that he did. He is a little bit older than the field, and he talks about that from time to time. And I think that potentially Elizabeth just crushed his lockout for the jerks. Because the only other explanation to me, because he's not that bad at overhead, he just is not, is that there's an injury. But I don't think he didn't look injured. He just looked like his lockout was fucking roasted.
Are you spreading rumors?
No, I'm not spreading rumors.
Anthony P. And here's another thing, Anna. I want to tell you this one more thing. I love the fact that you couldn't even make that comment and get a response on a regular show. And by the way, just so you know how much I love you, that's the kind of stuff my mom tells me too. So don't think I'm mad at you at all. Anthony P, thanks for keeping a working schmo like me informed on this week so far. It's been near impossible to watch events live while I've been working. Keep up the amazing work, Sevan team. Thank you. Anthony, do you drive a box truck? I imagine you driving around New York City in a box truck, like delivering cigarettes. Look at that. Fucking gangster. Dude, stolen cigarettes.
What do you think about them not announcing Russia at the opening ceremony? Do you think that's woke? It's a tough for me because I feel
I don't know if it's woke or not, but I think it's
the people have the fucking citizens of Russia are not controlling Putin. It's why are you going to punish them?
What about when that dude? There was a dude at a college who was diddling all the kids at a collegiate, it's not Sandusky, but I always call it the Sandusky.
Yeah,
that there was a guy named Sandusky who was over there. And they crossed off like 300 of his wins when he was supposedly molesting kids. It's like that makes no sense. Like, and they now, so he's now not the most winningest coach ever because he molested kids like that. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It's the same thing with pulling the flag down. Like, I'm perfectly okay with taking him out into the square and hanging a fucking guy for molesting kids, but don't lie to us. We know who the most winningest coach is.
Yeah.
Holy shit, another Bernard.
Same guy.
I've never because different last name. Bernard.
Hi. Sorry, that's my husband's name.
Wow. I've never even heard of a Bernard, and now there's 2 Bernards. I'm a Bernard magnet.
So it's actually pronounced Bernard.
Bernard. You want to talk about the 50? Did you call to talk about the 15-inch log?
No, I didn't. I wanted to get Taylor's take on not only the programming and focusing on. He did it so early on in the event or in the competition, I would say, and how much that fucks with athletes who aren't really used to being exposed in that way and what that does for their mental game going forward. I just wanted to get just a read on how good Adrian was in putting it so early on in the competition.
Great question.
I think that's great. And I think you can look to athletes that have experienced that adversity before. I think Jason Hopper's a perfect example. Last year, he had several instances of almost throwing temper tantrums. And this year, he was sitting in 32nd place going into Thursday. And you saw him on the show. He had a fantastic attitude. And then he went out and he fucking crushed those 2 events. So I think you can look at the veterans and see how they're used to that. And then you can look at maybe the Tudor Magdas and the younger kids out there who have some bad events and get a little frustrated and have to rally or have to deal with that emotional roller coaster as the weekend goes. I like it. I think exposing them early, maybe not necessarily in a physical sense, like Murph potentially in earlier years, but exposing them mentally is cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I just thought it was another element that I wanted to point out. So thanks, guys. You guys are doing awesome.
Hey, caller, real quick. It is kind of interesting to watch them. Some of them are walking around with their heads hanging down like they're beating children. And Tia Toomey looked at the camera and was like, "Hey, I'm ready for tomorrow." And I think she dropped the F-bomb. She said, "I'm ready." And it's like, yeah,
and I think you can just see in there are different reactions and some people not wanting to talk to media because I think they're just processing, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my training going forward? And I think there's just a lot of self-doubt, people who thought, hey, yeah, it's going to be hard. I'm going to get challenged. There's going to be things that I don't know. But that skills test fucked people. It exposed so many holes and things that are really hard to get right and take a lot of time. And I just think it's great. And I love that Adrian's adding more gymnastics into it. And it's just so much more well-rounded, and it's so fun to watch. I really love the programming this year.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for calling. Tell Burner I said what's up. All right.
This guy, are you going to talk about lactate acid as much as the live stream?
I don't know what lactic acid is, but I like it when they talk about it. JP Prince, $4.99. Hey, what is, in a nutshell, is lactic acid just the byproduct of muscles working hard?
Yeah, and it builds up in workouts, and that's what the broadcast talks about all the time. The lactic acid running through his cock at this moment.
Joey Bag of Donuts. No, they didn't announce Russia during the opening ceremony. Beautiful picture in your avatar, your profile.
That could have been Roman's choice. We're not aware. He might have said, "Hey, don't announce this. Fuck
it. Fuck my country.
Pronoun or protest."
I'm not carrying my flag, and I want you to refer to me as she. I wonder if Chase had to change any pronouns for the athletes. Elisa Carr Ridow, $199, didn't allow him to carry his flag in the opening ceremony.
Didn't allow him, or he chose not to.
Yeah,
there's a big distinction.
Michael Banyan. $49.99. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Going to rub it in. I am working and can watch the games at the same time. It's cool. I hope your job isn't driving a school bus.
Lactic acid is that stuff that boobies make for babies, right? They're lacticating.
Yes, exact same thing. Yes, men can. That's why men can lactate also. Tyler Watkins, 18 minutes till we find out who is the fittest person for today. Where are you? What do you got for us?
Downtown Madison. We're going to the Capitol. Figured you guys might want to see that.
That'd be pretty
we'd love
cool,
to. Can you point to the starting line?
I don't actually know how this event. So are they going to come out of here and then go to the Coliseum? Is that how that's going to work?
They're going to start in the Coliseum, flip the 20 pigs, run to the Capitol, then finish the event. So what we're hoping is that you can get somewhere near the stairs and film the whole finish for us.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So it finishes right there. So we had Adrian on last night, and he basically showed us the building where it ends. We didn't get a good look at the stairs, but it's going to finish there near where you're at, I think, if you're near the Capitol. You don't see crowds gathering already? You don't see, like, lawn chairs and shit?
Yeah.
You know, lawn chairs?
Yeah. I'd be keeping my eyes peeled for some lawn chairs. Wink, wink. But
are you drunk? Did you have a Bloody Mary for breakfast?
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
See, only got to get those calories in early. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Tyler, post up somewhere good. We're going to pull up the workout here and start talking about it. Pull up somewhere good, and we'll check back in with you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Heidi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Heidi, what's the name of this field that you're at right now?
This is the North Park.
Okay.
It looks like they have 20 pigs here, and then they have 20 pigs down by the rig. So I think they're going to have like two different areas where the athletes are going to have all 40 at the same time.
And look at the way those pigs are lined up, Heidi. We were trying to figure out which way they were going to jump over them. Do you think that they're going to run up on the pig and be forced to stay on the pig, walk the distance of it, like it's a soup? No.
No, they'll clear it. They'll clear it short ways, and they won't be able to touch it. It'll be hands on the log, get over, feet on the box, the 42-inch, and then it'll be clear the pig with no touch.
Oh, okay. Because now the pigs are set up for flipping, not for jumping.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Silly me. Okay, and then Heidi, then they run. So the event starts here, but then they run into town.
Yes. Yeah. So it looks like they might have to go. I'm thinking they'll have to flip it down and then back, and then I think they exit in the far corner over on the edge of the rig there.
There's Justin Berg.
Yep.
And then how do the fans? Watch? Once it's gone out of the I like watching Justin pace back and forth. How did the fans watch it after it's left the venue?
So there's a screen up there at the top. You can see Rogue North Park screen. It's kind of hard to see. It's behind the rig, or you can go behind over where the concessions are, behind the CrossFit
VIP section.
Thank you. VIP section is a huge screen that people can watch over there too.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. But there's no way to after they're done here to make it to the Capitol in time and beat them. They'll beat you there.
Unless you're on a bicycle or a vehicle, definitely not.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Mr. Brandstetter, can we pull up the workout that we're about to see? All right, Taylor, let's hear it.
So I just wanted to address, we can talk about this in the context of the workout. So 4-time, 20 pig flips, 510 pounds for men, 350 pounds for the ladies. They'll then advance to a 3.5-mile run to the Capitol, where they will pick up, I'm sure, in the pavilion before the stairs, their jerry bag or jerry cans, like we saw at the Rogue Invitational, and they'll carry them 200 meters. Those will weigh 100 pounds each hand for the men, 70 pounds each hand for the ladies. And then they will finish with a 200-pound Husafel bag carry up the stairs for a final 200 meters. And you can imagine that bag is just shaped like a coffin, is what the Husafel bag is shaped like. So it's thinner at the bottom, fatter at the top. So it kind of wedges into your grip when you bear hug it. It's less about holding it up against your body. It's a little bit easier, I think, than a standard cylindrical 200-pound bag. But still going to be very difficult carrying up the stairs. No time cap. They're going to make athletes finish the workout.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Has that ever happened at the games before? Absolutely no time cap.
I don't know. It for sure happened in 2020. They made all 5 athletes finish, I think, most of the events. When it was just those 5 athletes at the ranch. I'm not sure in prior years if they've done anything like that, but I like it because all the athletes should be forced to do the work.
Okay, give me 1 second because I wanted to ask you about what the strategy is for winning this and if it's different for men and women. Let's get. I want to see where. Tyler, can you come back to us for 1 second?
Yeah.
Where are you, brother?
Wow.
I am at the Capitol. We're at the top of the steps, so they're going to run up this rocky style and cross this finish line right here.
Okay.
So it's gonna,
can you get right at the edge of the
finish?
Can you get right at the edge of the finish line? Yeah, get all these nerds out of the way. Say, hey, I'm real media.
Hey,
excuse me.
Can you? I want to look at the Can you get to the stairs for a second? I want to see the stairs. Can I see the stairs? So basically, you have to. It's not just one giant set of stairs. Okay, I think someone explained this, and I was having trouble listening. It's stairs, then a flat landing, then stairs, and a flat landing.
That is awesome. That's gonna be so fucking cool.
Okay. Hey, was that guy fronting on you right there, Tyler? Like, hey, you got to get back. Oh.
Fuck that guy.
No worries.
It looks like there's, easily 1,000 people there. It looks packed.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well over 1,000. There's got to be a couple thousand here.
In the distance there, is that the bottom of the stairs, or can we not even see the bottom?
Yeah. I don't know what the screen quality is like, but yeah, that's the bottom of the stairs, like 3 levels down.
Okay.
So like right here, that's the first level. So it goes all the way like down here.
So in a perfect situation, we would see a couple guys together on the stairs warring.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go in this fan area.
Hey, those people are there early. The racers aren't going to be there for another hour.
I know. Here we go. Real fans.
Yeah. Who is that?
There we go. I don't know. Just some fucker.
CEO shirt. Some golden fucker. Taylor, as he gets to a new position, what is the what's the plan here? Is there a spot where you have to win this? If you're an athlete, do you have to be the first one off the pig? Do you have to be the first one done with the run? Like, what's the plan here?
No, you've got to win it on the sandbag. The jerry can carry is going to be important, but a lot of those athletes are going to be able to push that. The athletes who win the event are going to be able to really push the sandbag. They're not going to get soft on the stairs. They're not going to put it down more times than they need to. I have a hard time imagining any athlete is going to do that 200 meters unbroken. But there will be athletes that drop it a whole lot more often than they need to. And that's where you're going to win the workout. You can't run slow. You can't flip the pig slow. But the thing about the pig, and there was a comment about it being 510 pounds for guys and that being insane, is the weight gets less as you flip the pig. So when you first are picking it up, it's probably close to 350 pounds, like a 315 deadlift off the floor. But then as you lift it, it's getting lighter and lighter because it's so long. Mechanical advantage, leverage, all that stuff comes into play. So the pig's not going to be that big of a deal. You need to run hard for sure to give yourself a chance on the sandbag, and you need to carry the jerry.
When you say the sandbag, you mean the Husafel?
The Husafel bag, yeah. I mean the final 200-meter carry is going to be where the workout is won or lost.
Right. Oh,
it's like a lunge to finish in a workout.
Wow. Oh my God, that's the guy engineer for the who used to be the engineer for the Sevan Podcast when I worked at CrossFit, Eric. Holy shit. Holy shit, Susan.
How
let me ask Taylor one more question here. Let me hold on 1 second, Tyler. Let me ask one more question. And basically, it wouldn't be such a big deal to drop the bag also, but it's the final event. They're going to be exhausted, and every time they have to pick that thing up at 200 pounds, it's going to crush their soul too, right?
No, think about any workout that finishes with a lunge, and this will be really cool to watch on the muscle up box jump over workout because it's a lunge to finish. The sandbag carry is so similar. You're going to have athletes that push the workout too hard to start and cannot carry that for big sets. Whereas the athletes that pace it correctly and can carry that bag for huge sets are just going to be passing people up, and people are going to be dropping like flies on the stairs. So it'll be interesting to see the athletes that go out way too hot and just fall apart on the sandbag. It's also going to be interesting to watch the athletes who don't give themselves a chance on the sandbag because they pace the workout too much. There's a sweet spot.
Is there a significant difference for Colton to pick up a 200-pound bag or let's say Yanikoski or then someone like Jason Hopper?
There's an enormous difference. Could you think about the difference between you and me deadlifting 405, just the body weight or rowing, anything like that where body weight is an advantage? Jason's carrying a bag that weighs less than him. And then Colton's carrying a bag that weighs 20 pounds more than him.
And so the same for the women.
Same for the women. It's going to be so challenging on the smaller athletes.
So Thur's daughter, Jacqueline Dahlstrom, Mal O'Brien, Tia versus Laura Horvat, Amanda Barnhart.
Yeah. And there's a comment asking if Hopper's got a chance to be top 5. I think out of the 6 workouts or 7 scores that have been announced to this point, this is the one he's most likely to win.
Wow. Okay. What about his pacing? Isn't that what we're going to need to be watching? His pacing, isn't his pacing going to be the issue?
I don't think that'll be an issue. That was thinking about last year, that was just rookie nerves. He's not going to have that in this event. And he's also got the GOAT in his corner telling him how to strategize. So I think he's going to do very well. Top 5, probably winning.
Where will they post up? Where will Shane Orr be? Where will Matt Fraser be? Where is Max El-Haj?
If I'm them, I'm posting up on the stairs.
At
Or
the
as
finish
close
line.
as close to the finish as possible to follow them up that carry.
And to get it, 'cause I kind of know you, but you need to be advanced. You only got one more year.
Oh, I'm flattered. Eat a dick. Okay. And why at the end? Because that's when they need the motivation.
That's when they need someone in their ear telling them that this is where the workout is won or lost. Yeah, and Jason has grown a lot. Constance put in the comment that he's grown a lot. He has for sure. I mean, me and him spend so much time together, and he's watching his just maturity. You know, you go from at that age, 23 to 24, 24 to 25, you grow so much as a person.
How about the champ? How's the champ Justin Medeiros going to do on this? Can he win this?
This is an event he could potentially win as well. I mean, it's a capacity event, and Justin, as we know, has insane capacity. I think Jason's raw capacity is a little better. And Ricky too. And Ricky is such a good runner. The only thing that I'm unsure of is how Ricky will do on the sandbag carry. And the reason I am curious about that is because in Dubai, when they had the 60 sandbag cleans with the 150, he really struggled with that. But I imagine he struggled with that and then went back to the drawing board and fixed it. So we'll see.
The big man, Fikowski, how's he going to do?
Fikowski will do really well. Roman will do really well. And there are going to be a lot of heavy hitters that are going to crush this fucking workout. I'm pumped to watch.
When I think of a 17-year-old young lady, I don't think of a strong lady. And Emma Lawson is obviously twice as strong as I am. But still 17.
Yeah, it'll be I think more than anything for Emma in this event, it'll be capacity, not necessarily strength, but how.
And tell me what you mean by capacity. Just how long she can keep.
Yeah, can she push right at the red line for the 30 plus minutes this workout's going to take? You know, Tia can. You know for sure Haley can. You know Mal can. The run's going to be tough for Mal, but you know we'll see.
And the Haley, who's we so often talk about her strength. Is this a different kind of strength that's not going to be expose her as much, picking up the Husafel bag?
I think out of all of the athletes in the field, this event. Well, let me lead with this. I think this workout more than any to this point is going to test the so-called psychological tolerance of the athletes to hurt really bad for a really long time. And I think out of all of the women in the field, there are two that are kind of a step above the rest, and that's Tia and Haley, potentially Mal too. Well, we'll see on this event. The thing that I'm curious about Mal's psychological tolerance is I personally believe that running is a lot of mental, just can you hurt? It just is. It's very mental to run. Any human being can run, and it's mental. Do you want to stop or go slow, or can you go fast? And we know Haley and Tia can do that.
And finally, the queen of toe spacers, fan favorite, Danielle Brandon.
Yeah. It's no idea where to put her on this event because it's so mental, and that's kind of her biggest question mark. I think on the women's field, my picks for the top are going to be Tia, Haley, Laura, and Gabby. Either I'm not sure which one to pick, third or fourth. But I think Tia wins, Haley takes second, and then Laura and Gabby third and fourth in either order. And I think in the men's side, we are probably looking at, gosh, that's even harder to pick. I want to say Jason's going to win the event. I think Roman or Ricky will take second or third. And I think Justin will take third or fourth or fifth between those. And then Brent afterward, and then Vellner.
Make your bets. Can we check in with Heidi Kroom from the Fake Sevan Podcast? It looks like the judges have taken the field. Heidi, what's going on?
Yep, the judges just took the field. I think the athletes should be coming out any second now.
And in your camera, when we look at it, so they're going to be running from right. They're going to be racing from right to left. So they start there and then go.
Yeah, they'll be.
Way.
Looks like they'll be flipping it down towards the judges, and then I believe they will have to come back.
Oh, so they're gonna go that way. Okay, towards the judges. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you have the other ones down there, and I think they'll have to come down, or maybe they'll go. There's not enough room for them to go the other way.
I see what you're saying. Wow. Okay, we've never seen a setup like this. So all 40.
I hope they have the drones fucking charged up.
So all the men go first and then all the women, or vice versa?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's men or women, but it looks like all 40 will go at once, but I could be wrong.
Are there 20 pigs right in front of you lined up?
There's 20 here and 20 down at the end.
Okay, so it'll be 40. Yeah, it'll be an entire heat of women and then an entire heat of men.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Heidi. Let's check in with Souza real quick. Souza, I used to work with that guy too, that giant redheaded dude.
Yes.
Souza, where are you headed? Do they run by you, by the way, where you're standing? Will they close that off and the athletes run by you?
No. So the North Park view that Heidi had over there, there's actually another entrance where it looks like they're going to go out the back of that, where I was kind of standing earlier, back behind that Zeus rig, as they always call it. Yep. And they'll run out and around, so that way they don't have to try to come through straight through the venue.
Okay.
And they already had it all kind of blocked off and everything over there, so you can see it. It looks like they'll be taking the similar route that the bikes lap earlier, but they'll actually just leave the venue at that point.
Okay. Guys, we're going to end the broadcast here. Thank you, everyone, for all your donations. We will be back at 8:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 10:45 a.m. Madison time. Taylor, you the man. Heidi, Will, everyone who jumped on today. Mr. Souza, thank you.